Good morning, everyone. My name is Ng Hui Ru, and I will be your moderator for today's forum. The topic for today's forum is mental health versus physical health. Which one comes first? Before we start, I would like to briefly explain what mental health and physical health means. So, according to World Health Organization, otherwise known as WHO, mental health is a condition of mental wellness that helps people to manage life stresses, realize their potential, learn and work effectively, and giving back to their communities. So, on the other hand, physical health is the status and condition of a person's body and its many systems of function. Okay, so now that I've explained what both mental health and physical health is, all right, so now I'll pass on to our first forum member, AMREN.
So hello. My name is Muhammad NAJMIRZA bin ZAIDIN. I want to thank the moderator for today's forum for giving me the opportunity to let me voice out my opinion about this particular issue. So, in my opinion, um, uh, mental health versus physical health. I think that mental health come first. It is because every aspect of our well-being, emotional, psychological, and social, are included in our mental health because it tends to influence our thought, emotions, and behavior. Additionally, it influences how we respond to stress, interact with others, and make good decisions. Mental health problem, however, often known as a mental health issue or mental health disorder, is a condition that interferes with a person's ability to think clearly, feel emotionally stable, behave appropriately, or maintaining general mental health. These issues cover a wide spectrum of conditions, and uh, these issues cover a wide spectrum of conditions and range in terms of severity, duration, and impact. Typical instances of mental health issues include depression, anxiety, post-traumatic stress disorder, also known as PTSD, and etc. So, of course, we are able to improve the mental well-being and health of someone in a few different ways, some of which involve being physically active, like doing exercises and learning new skills and connecting with loved ones. Uh, for example, uh, we can share our emotion, our problems with our loved one. When we are in good mental health, we are able to handle stress, keep living relationships, become successful at work, and make wise decisions as well as judgments. Thus, this will lead to a happy and healthier life. Now, how are mental and physical health connected? Well, as stated in Mental Health Foundation, because of our body and minds are intertwined, it is not surprising that mental illness can have an impact on your physical health. For instance, anxiety can result in stomach upset and headaches, tiredness, and digestive problems. It can both be brought on by sadness and anxiety. Other indications include restlessness, difficulty in concentrating while doing daily tasks, or insomnia. This really simply indicates that there is a high likelihood of mental health issues in person who have physical disabilities or health issues. People who struggle with mental illness, however, are are more susceptible, or we say vulnerable, to physical health issues because According to statistics that were studies in the UK, 13% of the population, or more than 15 million people, suffer one or more chronic diseases. One of them, more than 4 million will also experience mental health issues. Apart from that, 37.6% of those with significant mental health symptoms also had chronic physical diseases. This contrasts with the 25.3% of individuals who do not exhibit any or minimal signs of a mental health issue. These figures highly these figures highlight the importance of managing both physical and mental health simultaneously, since neglecting either can exacerbate the other and cause a chain reaction of health problems. So now, if we view it from the perspective that mental health should be put first, it is indeed true because without good mental health, our body would not be able to function properly, leading to some serious physical health disorders. Based on studies done by WHO, the World Health Organization, in about 970 million people all over the world have mental illnesses, with anxiety and depression as the most common disorders. There are numerous ways in which mental illnesses can affect physical health. For instance, chronic stress can agitate just about every bodily function, including the musculoskeletal system, endocrine system, cardiovascular system, and even the reproductive system, leading to a bad physical state. Um, Other than that, depression is also one of the mental illnesses which gives a huge impact on one's physical health. Depressions include changes in appetite or unplanned weight changes and difficulty sleeping. These can lead to physical illnesses such as hormonal imbalance, insomnia, and even chronic fatigue. According to the WHO again, depression is one of the leading reasons for physical disability. People with severe mental health conditions mostly die early, which is as much due to chronic physical conditions. Moreover, having poor mental health disrupts you from thinking comprehensively and have problems in decision making. People with severe mental illnesses will have trouble accomplishing even their simplest daily tasks, such as eating breakfast or even taking a shower. This could lead to various sicknesses like malnutrition, whilst causing discomfort to the body. Mm, there are a wide variety of daily actions that can be done to maintain good mental health, which include healthy thinking, staying connected to friends and family or their loved one, having healthy routines and diet such as normalize uh, healthy lifestyle, and setting plans and goals. If we maintain good mental health, it can even prevent the outbreak or relapse of a physical or mental illness. Managing stress well, for instance, can have a positive impact on heart disease. Too much stress can also cause decreased concentration, memory loss, confusion, loss of sense of humor, anger, irritability, and fear, and also good mental health really helps prevent extreme stress. With great mental health, we will have the ability to cope with the normal stresses of life, become more active and indulge more in sports, learn productively and use talents and abilities to contribute to the community, and etc. Our mood will improve and can motivate us to become more active, whether physically or socially. So, in short, having good mental health has a positive impact toward one's physical health. This firmly shows that taking care of a mental health is crucial in making sure one's physical state is in perfect shape. So that is the end of my opinion and voice stated. So remember that health is the greatest wealth. That's it from me.
Okay, thank you for your input, Amrin. So now I will briefly summarize what Amrin said. So basically, mental health, it covers all aspect where where it be emotional, physically, or either socially, and it will affect our thoughts. So mental health also varies in terms of seriousness, duration, and impact. And Amrin also gave a few examples on how to cope it. So and how we can improve our mental health, as mentioned by Amrin. Firstly, we can of course be physically active, like includes going out, doing some sports, and we can learn some new skills maybe, and also connecting with loved ones. So one of the example he gave is how mental health will affect our physical health is anxiety. So when one has anxiety, that person tend to have stomach ache or either headache. And usually, people who struggle with mental health illness are more vulnerable to physical health. And people with severe mental health illnesses will also have trouble accomplishing like simple daily tasks, as mentioned again. And thus, it will it will lead to various sicknesses like malnutrition. So, okay, now let's pass on to our second forum member, Idina Wida.
Thank you, Feiru, for giving me this chance to voice out my opinion. Well, in my point of view, I think that physical health is much more important and should be prioritized more than mental health. Taking a look from that perspective, it is true because physical health also plays a major role in making sure our mental health is in a fine state. Maintaining your physical health can positively enhance your mood and at the same time improve your mental health. Beyond any doubt, physical health and mental well being are closely related. For example, children with chronic illnesses often face more challenges than their healthy peers in handling their young lives. Chronic illnesses can affect cognitive, psychological, and emotional development, which puts them at higher risk than their healthy peers of developing a mental illness. So, if they have um, any physical illnesses, they will most likely develop mental illnesses too. Other than that, physical injuries or long term conditions such as diabetes, asthma, arthritis, and high blood pressure also can lead to mental health issues. Having a long term physical condition can lead to self isolation and low self esteem. So, when someone has a chronic illness, they most likely will be, their mood will be down, so they don't have the will to live anymore. So, they will most likely develop mental illnesses like depression. It may also develop the feeling of exhaustion, frustration, restlessness, or stress, especially when dealing with pain, tests, and treatments. For example, when they have to sit in the ward for so long, they will most likely build up stress. This will most likely develop mental health problems such as depression or anxiety. Research shows that people with long term physical conditions are more than twice as likely to develop mental illnesses. Mental health problems, as stated, can make it harder for them to deal with physical conditions because when they develop mental health issues like depression, they will have problems to deal with their physical condition well. So they most likely would not want to do treatments, or most likely don't want to sit in the ward for so long because they develop mental health issues. So, additionally, good physical health has a good impact. So, if you maintain good physical health, it can give positive impact on one's mental well being. It can bring benefits such as an uplifted spirit, reduced stress, and healthy eating that improves mental health. Furthermore, good physical health leaves a person feeling better in the long term. Along with that, applying physical activity to your daily routine can also boost your mental wellness. Even basic physical activities such as jogging, even walking around in the park, or just moving around doing some light exercises like yoga in your room can relieve tension, anxiety, depression, and anger. In effect, people who are healthy and active feel more enthusiastic throughout their day, sleep better, feel more relaxed, boost their self esteem, and think more positively throughout the day and just um, towards their whole life. They also um, are most likely to not have mental health conditions because they feel positive about their own well being. So, living a healthy lifestyle and staying physically active reduces your chance of conditions like anxiety, depression, heart disease, dementia, or insomnia. So, one of the ways to result in good physical um, activities in good physical health includes exercising and committing to a healthy diet. According to the Centers of Disease Control and Prevention, physical activities can treat mild to moderate stages of depression effectively, similar to medications such as antidepressants. Other than that, it can work as a treatment for anxiety. That is because exercising promotes all kinds of positive changes in the brain, including neurological growth, decreased inflammation, and the feeling of tranquility. It also releases good hormones such as endorphins, dopamine, and serotonin into your body, which also makes you feel great, relaxed, and less stressed. So, physical health is the normal functioning of the body. It represents one dimension of total well-being. It's basically about how your body grows, feels, and moves, and how you care for it and how you put into it. So, how are physical health and mental health connected? Well, as stated in the Mental Health Foundation, because our bodies and minds are intertwined, it is not surprising that mental illness, that physical health conditions can have an impact towards mental illness. So, um, nowadays, people give too much focus on mental health that they forget that physical health also gives a big and negative impact if it's not taken care of well. So, one should be more aware about their physical well being, even if it's the tiniest things like not eating well, not sleeping well, because even those tiniest things can affect their mental well-being. So, for example, if you don't eat well, you will most likely develop mental illnesses like anorexia or bulimia. So it will affect your overall well-being. So, I think that is why I feel like physical health is more important than mental health, because I think it plays a major role overall. So I think that is all from me. I will give the moderator a chance to talk now.
Okay, thank you for your input with that. So I'll just summarize again on what Vidat said just now. So by maintaining our physical health, we can enhance our mood. This means that we'll be more positive in doing everyday stuff. And if we have, Vidat also mentioned that when we have physical health problem, it will lead to mental health problem. So physical health problem, it includes diabetes, asthma, and arthritis. And when we have physical health problems, it will cause low self esteem, self isolation, and basically it will generate the feeling of exhaustion and frustration, which is mental more towards to mental health. And thus, this will develop mental health illnesses like depression and anxiety. So, she also mentioned how we can improve our own physical health, which is by doing physical activities like the same thing as how you would improve your mental health. So we should another way is to eat well. We can eat a balanced diet as well. So in this way, the we can feel more relaxed and our self-esteem boost. Okay, so that is basically what I've summarized from Vidat's speech just now. So I will now make a conclusion. So after hearing from both sides, now I think that physical health is more important than mental health. My reasoning is that since mental health, since in order to maintain our mental health and physical health, we need to do activity, which is physical sports. So since physical sports is more towards physical health, so I think that physical health has a major impact and has more impact than mental health. All right, so that's the end of our forum for today. Thank you everyone for listening, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye.